Lord, my keeper, my refuge, I come now with a quiet heart and an expectant spirit. You who watch with tireless care, whose eyes never close, draw near to us in this hour. We lift our eyes and our thoughts to you, trusting that you are awake to every need, attentive to every silent cry. Meet us where we are. Meet us in the stillness between breaths. Make your presence known as a steadying hand upon our heads and a calm that settles the mind. We remember, with humble gratitude, how you have guarded our steps by day and watched over our rest by night. Thank you for the simple mercies that keep us, for the breath that fills our chests, for the shelter that receives us, for the unseen kindnesses that have carried us through danger and doubt. We recall the times when a fear dissolved and a way opened. We remember how a quiet assurance rose in the midst of uncertainty. These memories are not empty comforts, but proof of your faithful care. We bring them now as an offering of thanks, letting the memory of your goodness steady our hearts. You have not abandoned us. You have been our helper. We come honestly before you, acknowledging the places where fear has taken hold. We confess the nights when worry kept us awake, the mornings when anxiety shadowed our steps, and the moments when we trusted our own strength instead of yours. Forgive us for the ways we have tried to carry burdens meant for your hands. Forgive us for the defenses we built that kept us from resting fully in you. We turn from those efforts now. We lay down our need to control and our quickness to doubt. Teach us to surrender with the same simplicity of a child who knows a loving hand is near. Make our surrender an act of trust, not of resignation. Lord, you who do not slumber, be our shield. We ask first for spiritual protection. Guard our minds from the whispers that would steal peace. Protect our spirits from assaults of fear and accusation, and cover our thoughts with the truth of your word. Surround us with a hedge of your presence that no evil can breach. Let your watchful eye go before us and behind us. Let nothing hidden in the dark have power over the light you place within us. When the enemy comes like a flood, raise a wall of your grace. Keep us from paths that lead to harm and guide our feet into places of rest and safety. Bring deep, settling peace to our hearts. Calm the racing thought, quiet the churning stomach, and hush the inner voice that speaks in alarm. Replace turmoil with a steady rhythm of trust. Breathe into us the same peace that calmed the storm at your word. Let that peace reign in our minds and in our bodies. When worry threatens to crowd out joy, grant us the capacity to remember your faithfulness and to rest in it. Teach us practical ways to receive your peace. A steadying breath, a returning phrase of trust, a moment of conscious handing over. Make our nighttime times of real restoration, and our waking moments carried by the assurance of your nearness. Protect our homes, our relationships, and the places where our daily lives unfold. Keep watch over our coming and going. Guard conversations from harm and soft words from being misused. Preserve the vulnerable among us from violence and malice. Shelter families from division and heal the fractures that fear can create. Where anger or bitterness lingers, bring your reconciling touch. Where distrust has taken root, plant the seeds of patience and understanding. Surround the ties that hold us with your steadying care, that those bonds may be safe from destruction. Provide for the needs that worry us. You know every lack before we speak it. Open your hands to those who are in need. Provide bread for the hungry, shelter for the unsettled, and work for the anxious soul seeking provision. Guide decisions that affect livelihoods and futures. Bring wisdom to choices made in darkness or in haste. Make a way where there seems to be none, and supply what is necessary, so that fear does not find a foothold in our minds. Let our dependence on you become the source of our security rather than the scarcity we fear. Bring healing to places broken by fear and harm. Restore what fear has worn thin: confidence, sleep, and peace of mind. Mend hearts that have been bruised by betrayal, words, or events that felt like defeat. Restore strength where it has been drained, and renew hope where it has been dimmed. Let gentle healing flow into bodies that ache and into memories that replay painful scenes. Replace the echo of past wounds with the balm of your presence, so that scars no longer control the future. We ask for guidance, clear, simple direction in times of uncertainty. Light the path when confusion crowds our view. Grant discernment when choices multiply and the right step is not clear. Send companions who will speak truth gently and lead with wisdom. Open doors that should be opened and close paths that would lead to harm. Teach us to recognize your voice and to trust the nudging that comes from your spirit. Make our steps small and steady when the way is dangerous, and bold with faith when the way invites courageous trust. Strengthen us for the days ahead. Give endurance to those who are weary, courage to those who tremble, and clarity to those whose minds are clouded by worry. Let your strength be made perfect in our weakness. Where we lack, invite your power to work through us. Help us to live with steady hands, calm speech, and compassionate hearts. When fear would paralyze, infuse us with resolve. When we are tempted to hide, grant us the boldness that comes from knowing we are kept. Protect the young and the old, the fragile and the strong. Cover children with your watchful care and steady the steps of elders. Guard minds that wander and emotions that flood unexpectedly. Keep safe those who travel by night and those whose work places them in harm's way. Be a shelter for all who have nowhere else to go. Let the faithful shadow of your presence fall across every threshold and every lonely place. You watch over us. Make that watching active and visible. Let the assurance of your watchfulness be more than a concept, but a felt reality that changes how we move through the night. When doubt presses close, remind us gently that your gaze keeps us. When anxiety rises, let the knowledge of your keeping displace the panic. Teach our hearts new rhythms of trust, so that fear loses its grip and peace becomes the default. We declare now, not as wishful thinking, but as a stance of faith, that we are held. We believe that the one who set the stars in their places keeps watch over our coming and our going. We proclaim that no weapon fashioned against us will have the final word, that evil does not have the authority to determine our destiny. We choose to embrace the promises of shelter, of protection, and of unfailing presence. In the quiet, we anchor ourselves to who you are, a steady defender, a faithful keeper, and a gracious provider. Let our lips speak what our hearts are learning, that fear does not define us, that peace is not out of reach, and that restoration is possible. Make these declarations not mere words, but rhythms that reshape our days. We will lift our eyes in trust. We will rest in the promise of your care. We will move forward knowing that our steps are watched and our nights are guarded. Now, bless those who listen with a tangible peace. May it descend upon each heart like a cloak of warmth. Grant safe rest to those who are exhausted and clear, sweet sleep to those whose minds are restless. May dreams be gentle and restorative. Let mornings find your people refreshed, steady, and ready to walk with courage into the new day. Strengthen relationships that have been weakened by fear. Restore trust where it has been broken. Cultivate patience that binds wounds closed. Bless the hands that labor and the minds that worry. Bless the tired eyes and the heavy shoulders. Grant provision where scarcity whispers, and grant openings where doors have seemed closed. Let miracles of small, ordinary kindness appear. A call at the right time, a neighbor who helps, a word that soothes. Use ordinary means to show extraordinary care, so that faith is renewed by both the miraculous and the mundane. Keep us, O Lord, through this night. Watch over our going out and our coming in. Let no harm come near the dwelling of your people. Surround us with your angels of peace. Let their presence be a protective array. When shadows lengthen, illuminate our way with the light of your assurance. Guard our thoughts from wandering into places of fear, and bring our focus back to the truth of your faithfulness. As we close this moment of prayer, bind these words to the work of your Spirit. Let them take root and grow into a life that looks different because it has been touched by your keeping. May our sleep be a testimony to your protection, and may our waking be filled with songs of gratitude. Keep us steady, keep us safe, and keep our hearts tuned to your presence. We rest now in the shelter of your wings, believing that you are our keeper. Let the peace you give be our portion tonight and every night. In the certainty of your care, we say Amen. If this prayer blessed you, stay with us. Subscribe for more evening prayers and gentle moments of peace. If you'd like gentle reminders for future prayers, tap the bell. If you know someone who needs peace tonight, share this video with them. If you'd like a special prayer, write your request below. We will hold it before the divine with you.